Hey guys, it's me Nikki and I am excited because I am doing a tutorial using the new Morphe 35F or Fall into Frost palette, which is phenomenal. It's just gorgeous. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys what I've already done. I already have my foundation done, my brows done, etc. I do have a piece of tape right here along my eye just to kind of keep everything nice, clean, and crisp. And I've applied an eye primer, which is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Primer. This is like a little mini one that came with the palette, and it's dry. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this look. I'm going to use a concealer real fast to clean up my brows. And what I'm going to go ahead and use is the MAC Select Cover Up in NW15. And I'm going to use a slanted brush because that's my preference. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to kind of just soften that concealer a little bit, so that way whenever I apply like my crease colors and I do a lot of blending, it's going to have a nice gradual transition. Now, time for a little bit of fun, of course. I'm going to use the first color here, which is a nice, beautiful matte, kind of like bitter orange, like brown color, and it is gorgeous. I'm going to grab quite a bit of that color, like don't be shy. I'm going to apply it to the not the center, but the inner part of my eyelid. And I'm going to put it into my crease and bring it over as well to the outer edge of my eyelid. I'm leaving the center of my lid bare because I will be applying a different color there. And I'm going to go ahead and soften the edge of this, so that way it's going to blend upwards very, very nicely into that highlight. I'm going to take another color in this palette, and the color I'm using is this dark brown that's kind of warm right here. It's a beautiful matte color. I'm going to apply this everywhere that I just applied the lighter kind of bitter orange shade. So what I'm going to do is put it on the inner corner of my eyelid, still leaving that center part of my eyelid completely bare. Now, taking that big fluffy brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend that as well. What I'm going to go ahead and do next is I'm going to use one of these colors wet, like a champagne color right here. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This one is the Illuminating Mist and Set, which actually has a little bit of shimmer in it. So I've applied a little bit of that product, and I'm going to pick up some of that eyeshadow. Like so. And then I'm going to pat it on the center of my eyelid. Okay, so I did let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and take a color for a highlight. This is the Urban Decay Walk of Shame eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take that big, fat, fluffy brush one more time and just kind of blend it a little bit. That way it's soft, it has a beautiful transition. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my liner. Now, I'm not good, you guys know the drill, I'm not very good at doing it on camera. Like, yeah, no. And the color I will be using is a black liner, and this is from Colourpop. It's in the shade Swerve. So I will be using the tape as a guide to get a really nice, crisp line for my liner, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied the eyeliner on my upper lash line here, and I was just struggling with it today. It's been one of those weird days where it's like you try really hard and everything's kind of like off. What I'm going to go ahead and do next is take a black liner. This is from Revlon. It is the Luxurious Color Eyeliner in Black Velvet. I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. And then I'm going to just put a little bit right on the outer part of my lower lid. That way I'm going to go ahead and just kind of smudge it. Just kind of like smudge it, make sure it's all smoky and nice. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of that deep kind of burnt brown that we used right here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of pat that into the lower lash line area. Like so, just to kind of smoke everything out a little bit and have a little bit more of that like burnt brown color. Because it's pretty, and why not? For the mascara, I have decided to use the Wet n Wild Duo Fiber Stuffs. I like this because putting on false lashes is a pain in my ass. It's hard. And sometimes they just like kind of go crooked or like pop off all crazy like, and I know not everyone wears false lashes. So this is a really good alternative if you're on a budget and you still want to have that like crazy like in your face lashes. Go ahead and put this on. And I'm going to let that dry before I coat it again with the same black mascara that came in that kit. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and peel off the tape now. So I will be using the Wet n Wild Illuminaughty highlight pen. Highlighting and concealing pen, so 2 in 1. I really like this. I wish it had a lot more product in it, but I like it. It's a very good product. So, yes. I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, do my thing. Put it underneath my eyes. Go ahead and take a little micro beauty blender here, and I'm going to just kind of pat and blend this out. What I will be using to set it is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder, because this shit is amazing, okay? And it's like dirt cheap. I went to go buy more. They're sold out. And I'm going to do my contour. For that, I will be using a brush from Zoeva. This is the Face Curve brush. This has been my go-to contour brush, like, of forever. And I'm going to go ahead and put this along my jawline, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour on my forehead. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a beauty blender that's damp. It looks incredibly dirty, but I used it on this side, so I apologize for that. I promise it's not like dirty. It's just, it already has a contour color all over it. So, for the blush, I have decided to use one from Hourglass here. This is Dim Infusion, and it's nice, it's warm. It's like a peachy coral with a champagne beige marble, and it's just going to complement the eyes. We've got to use this. We have to use this. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm going to dig into that beautiful blush here with a brush and just kind of add a little bit of that like warm coral goodness with that light catching beautiful whatever in their powder that makes Hourglass ambient lighting powders and blushes amazing. I mean, the formula itself is amazing, but they just catch a small amount of light and it's just perfect. It's perfection. So now it's time to move on to the highlight, which is super fun. And what I've decided to use today is the Becca highlighter. This is the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop color. I freaking love this color. I love all of Becca's highlighters. Like, I could just bathe in it and come out like a shining, sparkle, light-catching phenomenon. Like, I would be okay with that. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of it and apply it right on the top of my cheekbones and just kind of, you know, kind of fan my problems away. Some highlight. Put a little bit right above my brow. I'm gonna apply a little bit on my chin, Cupid's bow, and my nose. I'm actually going to use a Tarte LipSurgence, and this is a mini that I've had. This is in Generous, which I do really like this color, and it's kind of dirty looking. I've wiped it off, but it's been rolling around in my purse. Okay, so that is the finished look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial as always, and yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time making this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.